Hey guys, it's Spikers from Spikers RC here, and I figured I'd do a review of my Atomik Barbwire boat that I've had now for probably getting close to a year now. Give my thoughts about it, what I'm thinking about it, how it's performed, everything. This is, ta-da, the Barbwire. It's a great little boat. I gotta say, it has been an absolute blast. Of all the boats I've driven, of all that I've worked on, this has probably been the best. It's fast on the water, it's easy to control, it's the perfect beginner boat for damn near anybody. It has a self-righting capability. Big control surfaces. The turning fins on the back are absolutely fabulous. Like, everything about this boat just works. I can't sing its praises enough. This came as a ready-to-run version, and if I had to pick anything about this boat apart, is the radio gear and stuff that it came with the boat when I bought it. When I bought the boat's made by Venom, and it came with a 2.4 gigahertz radio. You can feel that the radio is cheap. I mean, the stickers don't even stay stuck to the control. You can feel it's cheap. The other part is that it came with this as a charger for the boat, and it charges through the balance leads, which I never liked. All right, these were like the first things I got rid of. It's now running with my Spectrum equipment. The receiver is now one of these. It is a Spectrum SR3100. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There we go. I love these receivers, they're great. And I've got it running with my DX3S. Never had a problem with it this way. No problems with range anywhere I've been. No problems with interference. I can't comment on that about the stock one. I never, when I pulled it out of the box and I felt it and everything, I couldn't trust it. So it got turfed really quick. It does come from Venom, and it has a 1300 mAh 20C 11.1 volt 3-cell battery. Runs the EC3 connectors, right? That was a very nice surprise. I also have some other batteries. I mean, I'm running these batteries as well from other units that I have. They all fit in the boat, and it works great. Gives me lots of runtime. Each one of those batteries gets me roughly 10 minutes before the LiPo cutout on the boat. That's another great thing about this boat, is the ESC that's in here will cut out when the battery gets to a certain point, and you'll be driving it along, it'll be ripping, and all of a sudden it'll just die like that. And you're thinking, oh crap, I gotta go get it now. But guess what? This thing actually, when it gets to that voltage, it'll stop to warn you that the battery's dying. And it gives you enough power to bring it back to shore, so you're not having to go swimming or sitting on the side of the lake waiting for it to float over. So it's great. I'm just going to open this up here and show you guys. It's a fairly easy hatch access to get in there, and it's got a little foam gasket that runs the whole way around it. It still does leak, you still get water in it, but thankfully everything in here is waterproof as well, from the servo to the motor to the ESC and everything that's in there. The ESC is parked way up there, tucked up with some foam. keeps out of the way. It's a 25 amp ESC. Apparently this is another sore spot on this boat, but I haven't had that problem. Nice little brushless inboard outrunner motor, I think it's called. Works great. It's water cooled. This is my SR3100 receiver. What I've done is I've just put it in a balloon. I duct taped I electrical taped the neck, put a zip tie around it too, and stuffed a bunch of silicone in the neck as well, just to keep it watertight. It does have some Velcro in here for mounting your battery if you want to keep it there. I've found that I can kind of wedge the battery underneath this side, and it holds it there pretty good. It works well. The water cooling also works well, but this little pick right here can wear down if you're going into some shallow water. It is vulnerable, but I haven't had I haven't had any issues with it yet. If that ever comes off or breaks off, then we're going to have a problem, and I'm going to be a little SOL. I'll have to figure out another way to get the water pickup in there. This is the water exit right here after it cools the motor, and as that's running down the water and it goes ripping past you, you'll see water shooting out the side there. It's kind of neat to see. Another weak spot, but it's a good weak spot, is the propeller. If you get anywhere near a rock with it or something hard, it will snap. But I'd rather that snap than something else. These turning fins are great. The leveler is great. The rudder has been actually really good. One thing I don't like about the rudder though is that, here, I'll turn it this way, is that this does not have a pivot point. Okay, some boats out there, if you're running and you get a little too shallow or whatnot, and the bottom of the rudder strikes gravel or the ground or rock or something, the whole unit will kick up and back, and it saves the rudder. This one doesn't have it. Okay, it's a fixed position rudder. However, the good thing about it, it's metal, so it can take a beating. The stanchion that it's sitting on though is not metal, it's plastic. Same thing with the transom on the back of the boat, plastic. So, I mean, it's fairly well secured, but it is a vulnerability. We'll put this back together. And it's kind of nice because it's just one touch. One little thumb screw, knob, whatever you want to call it, to put the lid back on. And that's pretty much my review on it. If I could suggest anything more, is that when you're ordering this boat, if you're ordering it from Atomik or your local hobby store or whatever, wherever you find it, because they're hard to find. They're starting to become more available now. I've seen them in a few hobby stores. But last year when I bought it, it was almost impossible to find it. But if you do find it, do yourself a favor, buy extra props, because you will need them. And make sure you get the same ones. I've tried to use different props on there with a little more aggressive pitch or what have you. None of them work. Just buy the stock one. That's all I can suggest. I mean, if you find one that works, awesome. Comment it, put it down in there in the comments so that I know. I'll give you credit. I'll post it up, say, hey, you know, we found extra props that do work. But please verify they work, because I found ones that should be identical to the ones on there. They didn't work. All I got was a whole bunch of cavitation behind the boat and very little speed. I went back to the stock prop, worked just like that. So there you have it, guys. That's what I've got from my Atomik Barbwire. It's a great boat. Anyway, that's my review, guys. I hope you like it. Please comment. Ask me any questions you like on the boat, any modifications, how to fix it. It doesn't matter. I'll do my best to answer it. Please give it a thumbs up. You know, share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. And you will get all of my updates. And I really appreciate your feedback, guys.